Has that happened? Has anybody ever beat you up?
No.
Yes.
No, I have been beat up. Yes, I lied. I've been beat up.
Correction.
Yes. Yes, I got beat up in 6th grade by an 8th grader because I said his camera wasn't as good as my friend's. And then he said, I'm going to fuck you up.
And he proceeded to?
Yeah, I said, do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
My friends were like, oh, you could take him. I'd never been in a fight in my life. And I was like, pfft.
And it showed?
Oh, it showed. He hit me one time and I fell to the floor, and then he just stood on top of me and pummeled me.
You got
Yeah.
Wow.
Marquez, right?
Don't bring it up, dude. Don't bring up his name. I was hoping we were going to avoid his
It's like
name.
Voldemort.
Like an NFL wide receiver?
I tried to look him up recently, and I could not find his any pages of his. So
I mean, maybe he passed on.
that would be very unfortunate. We made up years later.
Oh, okay, never mind. I hope
Yeah.
he's doing all right.
Yeah.
How did you actually?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you squash it? Was he like, hey, my apologies for kicking your ass several years ago?
I think I was the one that was
You
like, hey, sorry.
apologize.
Sorry for you beating me up. And he was like, it's okay.
Way to bury the hatchet.
Yeah. I said, hey, remember when you kicked the living shit out of me 2 years ago? And he said, yeah. And I said, sorry about that.
So you were the bigger man.
I like to think so.
Right. Was he? But he was literally a bigger man.
He was way bigger.
Okay.
Yes.
For
a lot
sure.
bigger.
Okay.
He was in 8th grade. I was in 6th.
And
I
then-
thought I was a big 6th grader at the time, and then I
Sure.
saw him and was like, this is a man.
So you squashed this freshman year of high school, and he was a junior.
I would like to say that. I don't even know when it was. It was at fucking 505 or Hobbit Skate Park. Dude.
It was yes, a legendary South Florida skate park.
Marquez. If Marquez, we're gonna go by full name. I like that name a lot.
Quez.
Quez. He was a skater as well.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of fighting in that community? Like, is there like a lot of bad blood?
Yeah, I think there could be, but there's like I don't know. I don't really see as many fights, I think, as I would imagine.
Okay, because here's I could see that being like, you stole my trick, or like people are. I bet here's a hunch as the non-skater of the group. Something tells me also that all those guys are kind of seeing the same ladies. Does that sound like, I feel like there's like a group of ladies that like the skater guy, and then
No one's seeing my lady.
Let's get that straight right away.
let's get that, not Quez.
No.
But doesn't that feel like I feel like that's where a lot of the beefs would happen.
That would make sense.
I mean, I could be totally wrong. Maybe he just didn't. People attacked you because of your personality.
I mean, in my experience, no, but I would imagine yes in other places.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's I feel like isn't it mostly just like
I mean, you got it right with the first thing you said about like, oh, he did my trick. Like, that'll piss some people off.
Really?
If you do the same trick as somebody like at the same spot, then it's like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which
I don't
has
know if
happened.
they're gonna fight you over it. You know what I mean? Depends on who it is.
Like,
maybe.
you're just skating around, and like you do a flip. That's
my favorite trick.
You do a classic.
Yeah.
Bob Burnquist.
You do a flip, and then someone else does a flip that same day. It's like, that's
Dude, you
like
better
unacceptable.
you better not do the flip on the same day as somebody else doing a flip.
Dude, if one guy does a flip, everyone's like, okay, no more flips today,
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds. Oh, so really, it's an early bird gets the worm situation when it comes to skating.
If you get to the park and you see somebody do a flip, you got to pack up your stuff and go home.
Wow.
That's it for the day.
Especially if you came there to do a flip, you're like, damn it, I should have woken up
Yeah.
earlier.
And if you see 2 flips, you have to throw your skateboard in the trash.
Oh my goodness.
And beat up the second flipper.
Well, who are the people? Because did you know any? Because I know you guys have like a lot of friends that are like professional skateboard. Are any of them like those X Games people that have those giant ramps? Like, because I'm like, where do those people come from? Like, because I know there's like but like these people are like going down like mountains, and I'm like, how do you even practice that? Like, who does that stuff?
Brazilians.
Okay. All right. I guess that's
So all the skate parks in Brazil, they accidentally built too big, and everyone was just rolled with it.
I can't tell if you're busting my ball or is that a real thing? Is that where all these because it is a different type of skateboarding, right? Like it's street and then there's like the extreme.
Yeah.
There's a guy, Bob.
I don't know what's I'm a real fish out of water here, fellas.
There's a guy, Bob Burnquist. He's like the guy that invented the mega ramp. What you're talking about, or did he invent it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I should know that, but
I think he invented it. He was so cool. He wore Oakley sunglasses, and he was Brazilian. That's why I made the Brazil joke.
he also has a tramp stamp.
He has a tramp stamp,
Does he really?
Yeah.
but it's cool as hell.
No.
Yeah.
No, it is, dude.
It's a bird,
No, it's a bird
like an eagle.
Yeah,
over his crack.
Yeah, above.
yeah, guarding it, making sure no gay shit goes down over there.
Go.
And then it says anti-hero.
On.
How's that make you feel?
I mean that. Like you, less cool about it. like that's unacceptable. I mean that has to be on a babe.
That would be sick on a babe.
That would be sick.
Anti-hero tramp stamp on a babe.
What?
That's awesome. I have a.
I don't know what.
I mean, this actually makes me think of a question I was thinking about this morning. It's, would you rather be a cowboy in samurai times or a samurai in cowboy times?
I mean, both of those the same. I think isn't that literally the plot of Shanghai Night?
I haven't seen it.
It's the plot of Shanghai Night with Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan. I mean, Jackie Chan. It's not a samurai, but it's the Chinese samurai. I guess
A ninja.
warrior.
Ninja.
Yeah. Is that the? I thought ninjas were Japanese too.
No.
They're Chinese samurai.
All China. Oh, actually.
Don't look at me on this one, dude.
Corbin?
I've got nothing for that. I have no idea.
I thought the Chinese had warriors, the Japanese had samurais, and the Asians had ninjas.
Well, they're all warriors.
Right, but they were just
Corbin?
you gotta welcome to
I think
Pod 101.
I think Max sounds right on this one.
I think okay, but I'm glad you. It's just the fuming. Here's
And David sounds right too.
Okay,
would
sweet.
I rather
Sweet.
be cowboy and Sam? Okay, let me think about it. Do you have an answer right off the top?
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I think is that solely because you just want to be a cowboy, or are you considering the samurai option, or you want to be a cowboy?
I am considering the samurai option, but it's, all that equipment seems like hot. I feel like I'd get hot, and then also
You're gonna get hot regardless.
Huh?
I think you're gonna get hot regardless.
Yeah, cowboy gear is pretty hot.
Yeah, dude.
well,
But you do have that hat to block the sun. That
Their
would be
whole
pretty
gear
nice.
is to protect them from the sun.
It's true.
And
And you get a horse.
yeah, and I feel like it's cold in Japan. Max, you've been.
Yeah, I'll be our authority on Japan for today. They do. It does get cold over there. I mean, it gets cold in this. You know what? Here's what we can say. Regardless of anything, you're gonna experience all temperatures.
Because you only date Asian chicks, right?
Yeah, exclusively.
So what happens in Japan? And I know you're a samurai.
No, I don't know, because I'd want guns. The samurai don't have guns. I think you'd get your ass kicked if you were in Alabama with a blade and some cow. Like I don't think that would. But I think a samurai is cool. Here's the thing. I think I would survive longer as a cowboy. I think samurais are cooler.
Was Kill Bill, was she a samurai or just an assassin?
No,
She
she
fought
was not.
pretty.
Well, she did have a sword. She had a katana, right?
That's the word.
Yeah.
Well, I had it, baby. You should have asked.
Yeah, my bad.
No, I had. She had a katana, and she was just. I think she was just fucking badass, awesome assassin. That movie rules.
Yeah,
man.
that movie does rule. I was going to say, if she was a samurai, I might have to go samurai, but I think I'm going to have to go gut feeling cowboy on this one.
We're all cowboys.
Just 3 cowboys.
Can you imagine the 3 of us get plopped down in rural Japan? Just to get decapitated.
Howdy.
How long do you think we would last?
I would last a while, honestly. I think I would shoot those fuckers.
Yeah, but once you're out of those bullets, I think you get. Here's the thing: if you drop as a samurai into just an old town in the West, you're getting killed within 3 minutes. Cowboy in Japan, 5.
Those extra 2 minutes are crucial.
Those are some big.
I could do a lot in those 2
2
minutes.
Those are big 2 minutes.
I think they'd be into it though. In the cowboy times, if you rolled up as a samurai and you just like kicked open those door. Also, saloon doors. We need more saloon doors in today's time.
It'd be tough in New York with all the rats.
And the homeless. That would suck. You're all in a bar, because in the cowboy times, you hear those saloon doors kick open and everyone stops. The music and then like everyone turns and looks at who it is. That's what it would be here too in New York. Every time those kicked open, they'd be like, "Oh, is another bum in here?"
Get some change.
Oh, okay. Max went like this as you did that, so I thought Max was just doing the Indian thing.
Not my style. I was more just pondering, and then
He was waiting for the perfect
waiting
time.
for it.
I like sharing the microphone and having to pass it to you because whenever I don't know what to say, I just go like that.
It's so stressful. It's like, oh, it's my turn to talk.
I put the pressure on.
It's so much pressure, dude. We're gonna figure out a different system for this. But this is what we have because we have Corbin Madsen in the studio today. Corby, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you hail? What are your dreams? What are your evils? What's the thing you're the most ashamed of?
Oh,
Go ahead and start with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff to be ashamed about. I feel like.
Okay.
Let's actually start with where do you hail?
South Florida.
South
Palm Beach Gardens, South Florida.
Look at us, 3 South Floridians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look the okay. Now what I'm realizing is Max from SF from San Francisco, San Fran. From San Fran.
Cisco.
Do people say Cisco?
No, but I was finishing. No one says San Fran, so I was finishing your margarita.
Oh. Don't ever do that again. Okay. Don't ever finish my sentence again. You look the most like you're from Florida right now,
yeah.
And you have a southern accent.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you sure you're not from Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That answers that.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Where do you hail? South Florida. I only remember what's something you're very proud of yourself for. I mean, Corby likes. I know what he wants to be asked.
You'd have an easier time answering the shame question.
You can take shame, but we will get to pride.
Pride. What am I prideful of?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a good friend.
Wow.
That's cute that you think that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but what are you actually proud of?
Dude.
We can't put the whole pressure on Corbin.
I absolutely can't. You're the one. I'm deflecting. All right.
Why don't you start?
What am I proud of? Oh man, that is a tough
I do
question.
need an example for this one. Yeah.
What are you proud of?
Yeah, I know. That's what.
What am I proud of? Oh, I'm glad you asked. No, that's a tough question. I'm proud I bought this shirt. Because this isn't something I would normally do, and this I did for myself. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna establish this as one of my things. It has a lot more color than I normally get. This is me going outside of my comfort zone, and I'm proud of that.
And for the audio listeners, why don't you describe your uniform?
Thank you. It's a t-shirt, buttoned, filled with beverages and cocktails, mostly. Some in tall martini glasses, and some in shorter Scotch glasses, I believe. Most of them have citrus, and they are different color. A lot of. What would you say this color is, David? I would.
Black.
No. Fuchsia.
Definitely black.
Yeah, that's for sure black.
Okay.
If you had to order one of those drinks right now, which one would it be?
Oh, I like the way you're thinking, Corbin.
Now you're knowing how to do it. Ooh, this one. The orange.
I knew you would go for that one.
Bull B.
That was the one that I could just see the easiest, and I went.
Because it seems like because this is a morning time episode, is it not? And that looks like a morning time beverage.
All right, fair.
So it looks like a mimosa near the nipple region.
Yeah, dude. It does actually.
Mimosa.
Actually, that is kind of right where it's at. That's tough visually, but just know that there's a slice of. Let's go orange.
And it's the same size too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's something I'm proud of. That.
I didn't know shirt was an option. I would have said shirt a long time ago.
Anything's an option.
I'm proud of these pants.
Anything but saying you're a good friend is an option.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
Good to know.
That stunk.
Good to know.
That stunk on ice.
That did stink.
I was like,
that felt
yuck.
pathetic coming out of my mouth as I said it. I'm sorry.
Good friend. That's like what you say, like when your girlfriend's like, "What's your favorite thing about me?" And you're like, "You're just such a nice soul."
Your personality rules, babe. You're so funny.
Always look at your shirt, brother. Always look at your shirt.
Whenever you don't know what to say, look to the shirt. And you got an interesting shirt on yourself.
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
It's a band called Cloakroom.
What?
Cloakroom?
Cloakroom.
Yes.
Ah.
It's a little kid with a gun. I think it's a squirt gun.
Let's hope.
That does appear to be a squirt. And he's missing some teeth.
He is missing some teeth, yes.
Must not have listened to Daddy.
Yeah.
Been there.
I mean,
Did your father hit you?
No, my dad would scare me with the belt though.
Really?
My dad would always take the belt off and then
Ooh.
never really.
Like
I think I maybe got the belt used a couple times, but yeah, just to instill fear in me, that noise.
you know that like paddle that has a ball and a string attached, and you go hit it with.
What's that called?
But
It's like a ping pong paddle almost, right?
Yeah.
Like
Paddle ball?
That's an old West. Is it paddle ball?
I don't know.
It's like that old. They had that like when people played jacks.
it was like one of the first toys for sure.
Yeah.
My mom cut the ball off and just used that thing as a paddle, and she'd spank me with it.
Really?
Yeah, and
0 for 2 ruined your toy hand.
exactly. That's like how.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt that much though.
Huh? No, it didn't hurt, and especially like when me and my brother got to a certain age. Like when you're a little kid, it's just sort of like more scary to you. Like you're gonna get spanked, and then at a certain age, like me and my brother were just like, we would just laugh. Like she would be like spanking us, which must have enraged her so much more.
Oh my god!
We're like, you call that a paddle, mom? Like,
is that all you got, bitch?
Yeah. You fucking whore. You fucking dirty whore. Oh, yeah, we were like, come on, Mom, we're in fucking senior year of college here. You don't need to keep doing this.
Yeah, Mom, I'm going back to New York tomorrow. Can you please stop doing this?
Yeah, that would be crazy. A return home spanking.
David just walks in all, oh, fuck.
Because you're going home soon.
Yeah, I'm going for a couple days. I'm going in like 2 weeks. And then I'm going for like a week in July for my birthday.
Imagine a birthday spanking.
Birthday spanking.
Get over here,
paddles.
David.
Someone didn't clean his room.
God. From the last time you visited.
Matt's like, Mom, where's mine?
Come on.
Come on, I didn't get mine.
This is David.
Your brother needs his own spankings on your birthday.
He's like, he's just like, I'm like, Mom, I'm not getting spanked on my birthday. And my brother's just standing in the doorway. He's like, I'll take a couple.
Fuck. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to hold up tradition.
What's up? Let me get the nipple clamps.
What's up? I'm here.
What's up? I'm here.
Who got more trouble, you or your brother?
The cops showed up to my house for my brother one time.
For what?
For he got in a fight, and the kid's parents said, what happened? I mean, the kid went home and his parents said that my brother bullied him. Like, my brother just beat him up. But it was a mutual fight.
Nice. That happened to my brother, too.
Really?
The neighborhood kids, he would, fight the neighborhood kids, and then they'd team up and be like, he bullied us. But they would, just pick on him.
Did he get the cops called as well?
I don't think the cops ever came for him. No.
He must not have whipped ass that good then.
No way, dude. How dare you say that?
Would you have gone and defended his honor? Like if they beat up on him good enough, would you like start wailing on those kids?
I like to think yes, but I think I probably wouldn't have in the time.
Corbin learned his lesson with Marquez.
Yeah. I learned to just be an observer after that.
Well, now your brother is kind of like an American hero type. Like he was getting a little concerning for a little bit because I remember before I moved here, he would I would just be talking to you and you'd be like, yeah, like one, he was getting he's super jacked.
Super jacked.
Taking ice baths. Both those things are good. Then he bought an AR-15.
Wait. Do you remember before the AR-15? He told me he was learning Mandarin.
No, Arabic.
Arabic, that's right. I don't know why.
We gotta get him on the pod.
Yeah. I asked him to go buy me weed from one of his friends, and he came back with weed and an AR-15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just plopped it right on the table. So check out my new gun.
Like they had a deal, or
Just BOGO.
Yeah, I have no idea how that happened, but
I mean, what a scary combo.
Yeah.
What a scary like.
well,
yeah.
he got scared. We used to have a neighbor down in Florida that rest in peace, Judy, but she was a little wild. We like moved in and all of our neighbors kind of warned us about her, which we didn't really need warning because the first 3 days she's already just like harassing you when you're getting out of your car or trying to talk to you. And at first it's not bad, but then it's just pointless stuff. And I left for work one day, and the one day I didn't lock the front door, he's up in his room playing Xbox, and he hears the front door like open and close after we left. And I guess he called out, hello? And nobody answered. So he just kept playing, and then he's like, this feels weird. And so he walked and opened his door, and my neighbor was walking up my stairs completely naked with like cuts on her face, just going, ah. And he went, what the fuck? And slammed the door on her and jumped on his patio and called the cops, and then jumped off his patio. And she just chilled in my house for like the 2 minutes until the cops got there. I think she turned my shower on.
She's like, I might as well wash up before
yeah,
the
yeah.
cops get here.
And the cops got there, and they like put a little jacket on her and brought her down to my patio and sat her on one of my chairs. And they're like, just take a seat, Judy. And my brother was like, get her the fuck off my property.
Well, is one good. Yeah. That seems pre-AR, which that's good. That's good.
That'd be so funny if your brother shot her with an AR-15.
I mean, yeah, that would have just gone straight through the wall into the next apartment.
Oh my god. This is where my San Fran comes out, because I can't hang with any of these stories to that. They're like, that's the Florida that I'm like, no.
Yeah, he said he had a split decision on, do I kick her down the stairs? But if I kick her down the stairs, I will kill her.
Did she like go to jail, or like did they? Like...
No, he said, I guess the cop was like, do you want to press charges? And he was like, no.
Did she? So she still lives there?
She's dead.
Oh, rest in
she
peace.
died.
That's right. Did you?
He
She
killed
came
her.
in again. Yeah.
He did kill her. I just didn't want to say. He bought the AR-15. He planned it.
Yeah.
He lured her into our house, actually.
So what's his? So he's getting ripped.
He's getting ripped, yeah.
He's in freezing cold water for fun.
Yes.
So he's getting locked in for something.
He's learning Arabic.
And he's acquiring weapons.
Yes. He caddies for golf.
See, we're back to fun guy again.
Yeah.
He works
that's
at golf course.
Really?
He's going to be really mad you said that.
Oh, all right, we'll cut that.
We're kidding.
Oh, you're kidding?
We're kidding.
Yeah,
he doesn't
we're
work
kidding.
there.
I'm going to bleep that because you're right. We're saying a lot of crazy stuff about him.
Okay, well, actually, that takes away my question.
He also helped open a juice bar. Helped his buddy open a juice bar down there. He's thinking about starting a pressure washing business, I believe, last time I talked to him.
So
He's got it all figured out, dude.
look, say what you want about this guy. Regardless, he has interests.
He does have interests, yes.
He doesn't.
He's just trying some shit.
Yeah, dude.
He's a good guy.
I mean, what an interesting language to learn. You know, like
I was so fucking surprised.
is he like focusing on it? Like is he getting pretty good at it?
No, I think he stopped. I think it was like a month or two that he tried to learn and then just gave up on it.
And I think what it was is he was like, I'm going to try to learn Arabic. And then he gave up and he's like, fuck it, I'll just get an AR-15.
Yeah, and then he went and bought like what else does he have? I think he bought a pistol after that.
Okay.
He was like, you want to go shooting with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he checked and the place was closed, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, so this is younger brother, right?
Yes, younger brother. Did you think older brother the entire time? I hope.
It's just.
He sounds so much cooler, doesn't he?
Well, it's just so funny. Yeah, I mean, it's like, because I was like, I think there's a younger brother, but no, with the utmost respect, he does have a bit of alpha energy.
Yeah, and get this, he's only 17.
Oh, Christ. Oh,
No,
so
I'm just
you-
kidding. That would be fucking nuts. I would probably have to kill myself if he was 17 years old and
just
did
a-
all of this.
Just a menace.
Mom and Dad, I love you. I'm sorry.
You just accomplished
Fuck
a lot
you,
of
Griffin.
shit. You would have accomplished a lot of shit by 17. He opened a juice bar. He fucking started a pressure washing business. He works at an unknown person's golf course.
Was he ever in the military? Like, this guy screams like former Marine.
He might as well have been.
14, he was in the
14.
military.
14. No, never served.
Did you ever think about serving?
No, serving in the military has never once crossed. Like, I've never been like, maybe I'll go to the military. I've talked about that to David before. Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I was in ROTC in college for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he was going to be
I was kidding. I respect the military the most.
As you were, brother. As you.
Max was going to be a sailor.
I was gonna be
A sailor?
I was gonna be a sailor. Yeah.
For the military or just a...
No, yeah, military sailor.
Oh,
Not
okay, I was
just-
going
not-
to say, why'd you go to the military if you wanted to be a sailor? That seems like a
Well,
very
they're
unnecessary step.
But they are one of the biggest hires of sailors. They turn you into. I just romanticized it. I think I was like, I think it'd be fun. I just wanted to be a sailor, I guess.
And then he couldn't get in. He said, fuck it, I'll just work at Shake Shack.
That's
Get one
that
of those
South
sweet
Florida
hats.
lifestyle in you, baby.
Mm-hmm. I don't know,
Gonna sail
is
down to the
true.
Keys.
dude. But can I say this? I have progressively become far more scared of the ocean as time has gone on. I used to want a lot more of an aquatic life, and since I left the Navy training, I'm good with land. Like I don't
The
know.
water's freaky, man. I'll
water
tell you.
is
I mean, I've
freaky.
lived in Florida for a while, and now that I'm starting to get into fishing, I think I'm more scared of the ocean.
You should. Oh my god.
Because now I know the big fish that are around me in the water. I dunked my head in the other day and went, okay, I think I'm going to get out.
Can you like was it crystal clear? Like you could see stuff, or like you just.
No, sometimes it's clear. I mean, obviously, sometimes it's clearer than other times, but the other day it wasn't that clear. It'll be blue, but not clear.
Okay.
And that's when it's like kind of semen-y color.
Sure. Wait, what scares you more though? Like the oceans or like lakes and rivers and stuff? Because you guys got like crocodiles and stuff over there, right?
Alligators.
Alligators,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure there are crocodiles somewhere. No,
No,
I
there
don't think
are like there's in the last like 5 or 6 years, I've been seeing articles that Egyptian crocodiles have been coming over and they've been pulling up on Miami Beach, like literally like at the beach.
that pisses me off.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, so saltwater. Are crocodiles saltwater?
They can do both, I think, right? The
that's
crocodiles do
terrifying.
both, or no?
That's terrifying.
I thought they were, yeah, maybe they can do both. I know I know they do saltwater because alligators are fresh.
Okay. That's terrifying. That.
Alligators are terrifying. I went canoeing recently, and like there's this place called Riverbend by where I live, and you can just rent canoes and go all the way through. You'll see some fucking gators there, and like we saw a couple babies that were all right, and we saw like one that was chilling probably as long as your bed, and it was just asleep, and somebody made a noise like underwater. They broke a branch, and we fucking watched its eyes open and leap underneath our canoe. It was I come pretty close to shitting myself a lot. I think that was the closest
Right,
I've
for sure.
ever been.
You've come close a few times on this trip.
I came really close this morning when I woke up.
Really? You have a sensitive stomach, I'm now realizing. Or
I
is
think
it the trip?
I think I get like really bad traveling anxiety, even though like you guys have been great. I don't
Thanks.
know what it is. It's just like traveling
It unsettles
gives me the
you.
runs. Yeah,
And-
unsettles me.
And then on top of that, you had a lot of chorizo.
I wouldn't say a lot. I didn't finish that burrito.
No,
I
he
knew
did
it
it.
was coming.
You didn't finish it?
I knew that it would have been 10 times worse if I didn't. I ate most of it though. There was like a fourth left, maybe.
Yeah, he had
Wow.
75%.
Okay, because by the stories I heard, I just naturally assumed you took it all
Housed
down.
it.
for the
Housed it in, like,
damage.
2 minutes.
yeah.
You just was picturing. I was,
I thought that's how I thought you got to point B.
and then I went, David, you're still working on that? Yo, hurry up! I got stuff to do in New York, dude.
Yo, I'm gonna grab another one. You want one? It's you were picturing this like where he puts the burrito in his mouth and then goes six with one finger.
That is what I thought.
And then when I ordered the second one, I said, just do extra chorizo and nothing else in there.
Let me just get chorizo and tortilla. I want it just as fat as it was before.
That chorizo was very unsettling looking. Holy shit.
Yeah, it does. You didn't. As soon as you took a bite, you looked at the color and you went, "I don't like that."
It is blood red.
It's blood. It's like a rare burger.
Oh,
As rare. I mean raw.
Yeah.
Not even rare.
Yeah, rare.
Rare has a little more color to it.
No, yeah, it's But I mean, how have you been liking New York since you've been here? Besides having diarrhea all the time.
New York rules, dude. A lot of walking, which is different from Florida, but
Yeah, it
the
is
weather's
quite a
been
bit.
nice. The weather's been very nice. It's the people have been very nice. I've been stopped and asked for my autograph quite a few times.
sure.
Got a couple pictures taken with some people, so that was fun.
They're like, "You're the guy that ate shit in that duplex promo, right?"
You're the fat guy that housed that chorizo burrito the other day, right? Max told us all about you.
Well, I mean, we've done a lot of stuff. We walked around a lot of parks. We saw the Sex and the City house.
That Sex in the City house was great. I cannot recommend that enough to anybody that comes to New York for a vacation.
I mean, we hung out there for hours.
And where is it again?
It's in the West Village.
It's in the West Village, so don't let any Facebook groups confuse you.
No, do not. If someone says it's in the Lower East Side, they've probably never been to New York. That's
Yeah.
Is it a nice? Is it a nice house?
I mean, we hung out in there. Like, the people let us walk around inside. They cooked us a little bit of a brunch.
Well, Corbin had to use the bathroom.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Just, that's all you do in New York is just go into places because Corbin has to use the bathroom.
Yeah, basically.
It's not a bad way to see the city. Just by necessity.
No, yeah, it's true.
We went into 4 hotels, 2 movie theaters, Sex in the City house.
We hit a Trader Joe's and used the employee bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what I was because Corbin was saying. He's like, I don't know if I could live here, dude. Like, there's there's not a lot of public bathrooms around here, and I was like, this is why you need the AMC pass. Because you could get a ticket to a movie and then go dump.
I'm trying to. I walk into bars, if need be, like confidently just walk into a bar. That's the best one.
Yeah.
The AMC's great. My favorite one is there's a comedy club in the Upper West Side I had to use once, but it's in the basement, or it's the basement of like a Mexican restaurant, like a swanky Mexican restaurant. And if you just walk with enough confidence, they assume you're going to a comedy club. And I just walked in there, and just blew up the bathroom.
That's what I do too when I'm over there. I mean, yeah, you just go, "What's up?" Like you say, "What's up" to the hostess.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking going down. I'm doing the 1 p.m. comedy show today.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know. No, they don't care. They do not care.
No, they don't. It's no, that we went to the Comedy Cellar. We went to the Fat Black Pussycat, which is a part of. It's basically the cellar.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's booked by this. It's owned by this. But it's not the cellar. It's not McDougal Street.
No, it's right next to it, and it's the same comics perform there. But we went to the, you took a shit there too, and then wait, what?
No shit was taken there.
Really?
Yeah. I had some swamp ass. That's why I had to go the second time. I was like, yo, I think I got some swamp ass right now. I gotta just go take care of this real quick.
Is that something you just come to terms with living in Florida? Like, do you have that all the time?
Yeah. That was like a major,
That's
in
what I
high
think.
school, I would like sit the entire, like however long a class was, and every time I would get up and be like, fuck, I hope I don't have wet ass right now.
And that's, I mean, the amount of, especially skateboarding in Florida, that must be like the worst feeling ever when you finally get your clip and you watch back the footage and you
Just a puddle of water on your butt.
yeah.
You guys must have invested in lightweight pants.
No.
What are you, a pussy or something?
Yeah, come on, dude. The heavier the better.
Dude, oh my God! Do you think? At what point? At
You've
what
got
age?
those Tiagos. You feel how heavy those shoes are.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about swamp feet, brother. Like, is there?
You
a
got
lot
another
of,
thing coming to you when you come to Florida.
Is there,
Yeah.
Is there? That
Bring
that
sandals.
That does make me nervous though. Like the heat, like the absolute. I mean, at what point do people get into linen over there?
People get into linen.
Like
I had
young?
a pair of linen pants that I wore to a wedding, but I just leaked through them, dude. Like, it was the worst swamp ass I've ever had in my life. I had to go put on shorts. I was like, thank God the ceremony is over and all we're doing is dancing now, because I had shorts and little loafers on. It was
like a black guy
look,
at prom.
dude. Yeah, it was insane. My legs are already like pretty big, but I
Sure.
have a photo of me and my buddy in a mirror, and I just look like I'm 4'3".
Wow.
I don't know what I think they fucked that mirror up.
Dude.
That's so funny. I mean, they because a soaked through linen becomes see through.
Yeah.
It's sheer.
Yeah. Chloe went, your ass is really wet. You should go change pants. And I was like, thank you.
Oh, the lady told you.
She told me. She knew that I would be mortified if she didn't tell me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good woman right there.
Yeah, she was looking out.
Wow. Was she in linen as well?
No, she was in a dress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cotton.
Cotton dress.
Easy, dude. Easy.
Okay. I thought that's just how you'd beat the heat over
Linen dress.
linen dress.
That doesn't sound too comfortable.
But didn't it, sorry to go back to your diarrhea fest of New York, and I thought you did poop at because didn't a couple of ladies accuse you at least at the Fat Bar?
No. Wait, what did you think that I said they said?
That it smells like mad butt.
You think women can?
I said bud with a D, like weed, because I smoked a fucking joint on the way there.
Oh shit!
You thought I smelled like shit? Oh my god, dude.
I thought you were saying. Wait,
Can you imagine if I smelled that bad and I was so all right, so to clear this up, Max, I went to the bathroom downstairs right before the show started.
Yeah.
And as I came back up, two of the waitresses, I think, they said I was in between them walking, and they were both at either side of the door. And one of them said, man, it smells like mad bud out there. B-U-D for weed.
Yeah.
And I just stood there, and they both looked at me, and I went, and they both laughed, and then I walked right past them. And I told him that, and this whole time he's been thinking, they said, it smells like mad butt.
Well, I mean, the
You
thing.
thought I smelled that bad?
Well, that's what brings me so much joy, is that like in your head, both of you, the fact that David was like, yeah, you're gross. you do smell horrible.
Well, he was laughing so hard, and I was like, damn, I guess that was pretty funny, dude. I didn't even mean to be funny telling him that story, but I guess that was a funny situation. But you thought I just like shit my pants, and they were like, oh my god, who shit their pants? And then he thought I went, I smiled and walked by them.
Like a champ, because you were just like, because like it's so
You know
funny
me
that
at
like
all,
it smells
dude.
like it smells like shit, and you're just like smiling.
I went, yeah, that was me.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I shit my pants a minute
Tell your
ago.
buddy. He's like,
Oh my god, dude. And then I just walked into open mic night for the professional comedians smelling like fucking ass.
Well, I didn't think because you went to the bathroom. That's the thing. You went to the bathroom, so I thought you just stunk up the bathroom. Like I didn't think you smelled. I thought you stunk up the bathroom, and they're like, it smells like mad butt over here. You were just like, because you were saying you're like, oh, dude, now they both know it was me.
Oh my god, that is so fucking funny, dude.
That's hilarious. I'm so because if we never cleared it up like this, I'd be talking about it years later, and you're like, what?
I'd be like, yeah, wait, what? Butt? Nobody said I smell like butt, dude.
well, I wouldn't
smell
even.
like weed, you butt.
That's how I thought I smelled during fucking Star Wars 1. When I was just sweating in the movie theater, I was like, oh my god, I smell like butt, and I'm next to Max, and I'm next to
Is that why
Gavin.
you switched seats?
Yeah, well, yeah. I was sweating so hard. I was like, "Yo, I have to pee," and I used that as a lie. And I went and I just dapped my head with a paper towel. And when I came back, I sat on the end because I was like, "I think I probably smell like shit."
Well, I thought it was because I was spilling bunch of crunch everywhere. You're like, I gotta get out of here.
yeah. I walked by David. I was like, "Your friend's a fucking idiot over there, dude."
I felt really stupid. I was like,
Damn, I never even thought about that. When I never came back, were you like?
I
Oh,
totally was
okay.
like, I guess I'm a bad hang.
Everyone's insecurities got the best of them. That
I even
night.
kept a space between me and David too.
You did, which I was like, yeah. It's funny because I thought you just like were like, oh, I don't want to like make people get up again like to cross over, so I'll just be over here. But it is funny because I was thinking at the same time that I was like, I didn't know if Max knew that you like were right there, and I was like, I wonder if Max thought Corbin just left.
He's just like this
movie
blows.
sucks.
Oh my gosh.
So did I say Star Wars 1 a couple minutes ago? I did. Yeah, I meant Star Wars 3.
Star Wars 3. Yeah, we wouldn't want people to get confused.
People are gonna start thinking we were lying about which Star Wars we saw.
We saw Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Sith. Great film. Great. Still showing today. We could do it again. We can sit next to each other the whole time.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. That would be a fun experience.
But we need one of those. I was talking about this to Corbin. There's these little necklaces that are like miniature ACs. Like they're like this big, and they're just like it's like a literally like a tiny air conditioner, and it's you can wear it on a necklace and stuff it in your shirt, keep you cool. We need one of those. Corbin needs to stuff one in his underwear.
Yeah. Air out the butt smell.
Yeah.
Air out the butt smell.
Yeah. It smells like mad butt over here. That's so funny, bro. Holy
I can't
fuck.
believe that you thought that I was just... I mean, if you know me at all, dude, I would have left and just probably changed my flight to that night and gone back to Florida without saying a word to you, dude.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sorry, I got sick, dude. Like somebody being like, oh, it smells like somebody shit their pants, and me being like...
A wry smile.
Oh my God, that would be something.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Oh shit. What was the highlight of the trip for you?
I'm gonna get shamed again, but I mean, just hanging out with you guys, it was great.
That's sweet.
It was very nice. I've been looking forward to coming here for a while and meeting Max, meeting Joe.
Corby. It was a
great.
pleasure. It was a pleasure. It was an honor. A pleasure.
Kellogg's was sick.
Kellogg's was good.
Pizza was good.
Yeah. What was your best meal?
Anthony and Sons.
Fuck that.
Dude, that
Fuck
threw me
that.
for such a loop.
That-
That threw me for such a loop last night when David's like, let's hit up Anthony and Sons. I was like, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one.
Because it was like I meant to say Carmine's, and we're like, what should we do tonight? All right, either Carmine's or Kellogg's. I'm like, well, in that case, I guess just Anthony and Sons.
I mean, I'll say my highlight of having you. We were smoking last night and we were kicking it, and you talking about those people using their ashes to become marijuana plants was one of the funniest. Like that's such a. I was having a good. I thought that was so funny, dude. The idea of like just potheads explaining where they got their weed from.
Just growing it from their dead friends.
Oh my God.
Ashes.
Dude, well, that's like, this is grandma. Like that's. Well, yeah. I mean, just to explain, we were talking about all the different things you could do with ashes, human remains, and you can make a diamond, right? Mm-hmm. You can do all this stuff.
You can bury it, and there's the classics.
Yeah, but then you can also use turn your ashes into soil and grow a weed plant from that, and then you could smoke your relative's soul or whatever. And yeah, we were just talking about how funny that would be to be like mid smoke sesh with someone.
It doesn't know. Oh my God.
That would probably ruin my high for the rest of my life.
Dude, that
I think I would have to stop smoking immediately.
Do you think you would? You think you? What do you think? What? No, that's what I mean. We've had what would get you to stop? What do you think would be the most likely thing that would get you to stop smoking weed?
If I don't know.
I bet I know. It's the one thing that gets everybody to stop smoking weed, and it's if you just randomly start getting panic attacks from it.
No, I get panic attacks. I get panic attacks all the time.
You call BS.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah.
this.
What do you think?
is
I'm not a
nightmare.
coward, dude. I ride that shit through. I say, this is just the weed talking, dude.
Oh my God. Let's talk some more.
Yeah, come on. Let's see how scared we can get.
You just need to smoke past it.
Exactly. That's a little game I like to play when at night I'll get really high if I have to go somewhere and just play an album that I like and see how long I can go without hitting nicotine or anything. And I'm like, how high can I get while driving? And how scared can I get? Every car that comes behind me, I'm like, is that a cop? Slowing down a little bit, and then...
I mean, that is a horrible way to live.
I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but yeah.
That's a hilarious game. I like to play a little game. How high can I get while driving? And how scared can I get?
Yeah, and there's no winning. There's ultimately only losing in that game, to be honest. If I were to get pulled over and...
I mean, that'd be so funny if a cop was like, "Are you smoking?" No, I'm playing a game.
No, this is a game, officer. I'm not smoking now. I smoked before I got in the car.
Fuck. Oh, that is so funny, dude. That is...
I mean, so you're not stopping.
Not at the moment, no.
No.
Good. I mean, this is what I want.
And you know what? I don't want to stop.
No, dude.
Maybe I should. Maybe people will tell me I should, but I don't think I should.
You should. But I'll be the first to put that out there. If you're playing that game.
That is true. Maybe I'll stop playing that game.
I don't think you should, honestly, because if I didn't have stand up, I would be high 24/7. That is truly how I want to spend my life, and it's a shame that I have this other aspiration.
I have a question that I wanted to ask at the beginning of the podcast, if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
Please.
If you had to get a tramp stamp, what would you get?
That's good. I'm sorry. We left tramp stamp way too quick. If I had to get tramp, I don't know. You could. There's classic options. Angel wings.
Angel wings.
Angel
all
and
right.
tribal. I mean,
Tribal.
let me think.
The tribal lines with like the crazy corners and stuff. That would be fucking hilarious.
What would be some other ones? I mean, I feel like you got to do something funny with your crack. Like you got to like have it like the body play into it.
True.
You know?
I feel like if it's not something serious,
It can't be serious.
Something funny, like a funny word across the back.
I mean, yeah, you can't have like in memory of.
No.
You can't. A serious
memory
tramp
of
stamp is
my ass.
crazy.
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff, or like cursive, dangerous.
That's sick.
Just dangerous and like fucking crazy cursive letters.
Oh my god, that's fun.
That'd be nice.
Dangerous.
Beautiful.
What about just like a perfect like barreling wave across the top of your back or bottom?
All right.
What about
Get a little surfer on the cheek.
Yeah, and then like one's falling into the crack.
What about a sunrise, like crack of dawn?
Ooh.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, dude, like something coming over the horizon.
Yeah.
I think maybe that'd be nice.
Or two like hikers like who made it to the top of your ass.
yeah, that's fun.
Putting down a little flag. That'd be cool.
I feel like you would have a sick one, honestly.
Dangerous is pretty great.
Dangerous would be funny.
Hot
I think
and dangerous.
trouble.
Trouble.
Hot and dangerous. Ooh, that would be good.
I mean that makes me think of like how Shane Gillis said like if he had like a stage name, like how like the urban circuit of comedy has stage names, his would be Problem Child.
Problem Child would be a good tramp stamp too.
Is great, dude. Well, I guess do you think all those would be good? What would be Cedric the Entertainer?
Well,
I'm trying to think of like would all of those stage names be good tramp stamps?
No, Cedric the Entertainer. I mean, or if you just had the Entertainer.
The
drop
back
Cedric
half of it.
and it's good.
Yeah, Cedric would be. I mean, that'd be really funny if I had Cedric.
If you just got Cedric and then he had the Entertainer stand next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you have the Entertainer above your ass, that kind of implies you're getting some stuff put in your ass. If you have Cedric above your ass, that implies Cedric is putting stuff up your ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of tramp stamps apply and stuff's going up the back end.
Well, there was a guy back in the day from Def Jam Comedy whose name was Hamburger. And that'd be just Hamburger as a tramp stamp.
That's pretty good.
I get cheeseburger.
Jeez, that's pretty sick. Yeah, that could be you. Cheese, because hamburger.
Yeah, that could be you.
Yeah, you're Cheeseburger now. That's it.
I mean, I'm locked into. I want to think of the perfect tramp stamp. I feel like you have to incorporate your crack. I think that's the funniest thing. How far does it have to be?
I was gonna say I feel like the tramp stamps are a little bit higher.
Is
than
it
the
like
crack,
lower
though,
back?
Yeah, it's like like right up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The lowest part of your back, I guess.
So if
you
you're
can get.
like, okay, so you're not necessarily seeing. You got to wear crop top. You got to be on.
Yeah.
I
You gotta
do
wear a
think-
short shirt enough so when you bend over, people go, "What's that on his back?"
Okay.
What's it say?
Playing with fire. Playing with fire would be. Playing with fire.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Playing with fire.
Margaritaville.
Margaritaville.
That's sick. I mean, you gotta. It is because like when you see a young hot lady with a nice bod bend over and she's got a tramp stamp, it's pretty hot. But it's real sad when an old past her prime lady has a tramp stamp.
There's something cool about it though. You say, "Wow, back in her day, I bet she was a good hang."
That is kind of the international symbol of I am a good hang.
Of a good hang, yeah, just
I am a good time.
a withered leathery tramp stamp.
It's green. It turned green.
Oh God, you could scratch it off.
Oh my God. There's like there's cracks in it like leather.
I bet also in your neck of the woods, there's a lot more of those. There's a lot more. South Florida has to be the land of old tramp stamps.
Old tramp stamps and big old freckly fake boobs.
So hot, dude. I can't wait for you to come down
Yeah,
to Florida.
it's awesome. And they're all
Dude,
propped
just,
up.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
wrinkly fucking sagging.
Oh.
It's great.
Mm-mm-mm.
What a sight. You go down to Fort Lauderdale, everybody's in bathing suits.
Year round?
Year round, yeah.
Wow.
Do you notice like how, like, did you notice a
That
difference?
sounded so fucking perverted. You go down to Fort Lauderdale and everybody's in bathing suits. I immediately
Even in
regret
January.
saying that. Yeah. Even in December.
Well, it doesn't get. I mean, it gets like maybe like 60 in January.
It just snowed in Tallahassee this year, I think, for the first time in fucking however long.
Tallahassee's like north though, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay. That you've not spoken very highly of Tallahassee. Like Tallahassee's not where it's at. Okay.
You know what they call it?
No.
You want to take a guess? Or it felt like you were trying.
That's what I was trying to do, and then I was like, I took sucks.
Tallahassee.
Damn it, that's better. That's way better.
I went there once and don't know how anybody that goes to school there gets anything done at all.
Why
Just
do you
because
say
it's
that?
constant, like, well, from when I was there, it was just constant partying.
Oh
Yeah.
Wait, is that where University of Florida is?
FSU.
Oh yeah. Which makes University of Florida look scholarly.
Yeah.
Well, University of Florida is like that's a hard school to get into. That's a good school.
Okay. Gators. That's Gators. That's Tebow. That's FSU. Not so much.
No.
I think that's a lot like UC San Diego and San Diego State. San Diego State, good times. Good times. UCSD, a lot of doctors.
And that's where you went.
Yeah, of course, dude. I was at the nerd school. I couldn't handle 1 minute of SF, like frats and that type. No.
It sucked. My friend Joseph, he went there, and I visited him like maybe once or twice, and it's just all it is. It's the worst kids from every high school go to that school, and then all they do is just get drunk and like it's just like there is nothing to do there besides go to bar, and like there's just a whole system of bars that exist solely from underage drinking. Like that is how that's where their bread is buttered.
Yeah, the one time I went, we were staying at somebody's house. We were just on like a skate trip, and the house that we were staying at, directly across from them, I think they were having like parties every night, but they had a trampoline on the side or on the front of the yard that people were jumping off the roof onto the trampoline. Looked pretty fun. Didn't venture over there though.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
In your experience, how important is it? Like, I guess in stand up, if you're not a good time, but you're really funny, like obviously like you'll get booked and whatever. But if you're a bad hang as a skater, just is your career kind of like if it doesn't matter how good you are, if you're like if nobody is like wants to hang out with you, I feel like it's such a like you have to be a good time in that business.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Like if you're
it's kind of similar. Like if nobody wants to like if you're really good but nobody wants to like hang out with you, it's kind of like
Who's gonna?
yeah, like nobody.
recommend
If,
you- yeah,
if
yeah.
like the people on the team, I guess, can't get along with you, it's kind of like nah. Then
Because I feel like in like professional, like it doesn't like if you're a great football player, but you're not a fun guy, like you'll still teams will sign you. You know?
Yeah.
But like in skateboarding, it's so much managed by skateboarders and ran by
yeah, and just like sitting you have to sit in a van with them while you're traveling, or like you know what I mean. So
It's true, and I mean there are really good skaters that get fucked over, and there's also people that like their skating might be really sick for a company, but they like, if the team manager or whatever is like to the people that are already on the team, like what do you think of them? If they're like I don't really like them, they won't, you know.
that's what happens to me all the time. People don't like me.
Right. I saw your.
That's
shirt.
why I'm not sponsored.
Yeah. It is.
You got one duplex board though.
What is this duplex? You said duplex like 7. What's duplex?
It's my friend's company down south.
Is it a big company?
It's getting bigger, definitely.
Wow.
He's been making videos for like 5 years now, probably.
Okay.
5 or 6, or probably like 5. But yeah, he just like turned it. He started like the videos were named Duplex, and then he started making like T-shirts, and then now he's making skateboards. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's very sick.
yeah, he's killing it. Look up Duplex.
We got to get a duplex shirt. Does he have duplex shoes that
No
resemble a
shoes, no
Tiago?
shoes. Yeah, no.
Does he have any?
I'll tell him though
Tiagos?
if he makes shoes, I'll be like, make sure you just copy the Tiago basically, because
that's-
I know somebody that will buy them.
I would, yes.
Every pair.
Yeah.
Do you have any critiques for the Tiago? Like what Duplex could do better to fix the Tiago in any way?
No, it's the perfect shoe. It's the perfect. Sign him. They've nailed this.
It's not too wide.
No,
perfect
I
width.
like the width. I got 3 pairs at the moment.
I think you have more.
No,
Damn.
3.
Is that not? So what about? So you got the dark green.
Those aren't Tiagos, the second pair, right?
No, the second aren't. They're just some random New Balance, and they're not half as good. They're not. I like the.
Really?
I like a wide shoe though. I do like a. I've never owned like a pair of like Converse or something like.
Okay.
I feel like skinny from hips down is not my look. Like skinny jeans, bad. Skinny shoes, bad. I like width.
You and me both. Dude.
Yeah,
I
dude.
hate skinny pants.
I hate skinny pants.
Oh, man.
I look ridiculous.
I look like the biggest asshole
Yeah,
you've ever
yeah,
seen,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I
it's
look like such a fucking asshole.
I hate. Oh man, I hate them so much when I see other people wearing them. I get upset because I imagine myself in that. Like it just no.
And the way I feel is if you're gonna rock skinny jeans, you need skinny legs. And like I hate, you know how there's certain like jacked gym bros that like will wear the skinny jeans with the rip. Those look so stupid.
Oh, the ones that are like shredded. Like
Yeah.
No.
People are out of their minds sometimes, dude.
I don't get it at all.
David was a big Converse guy.
I had a bunch of colors. I mean, you were. It was because of those fucking Chris Milliken friends, the Welcome
Yeah.
Skateboard crew.
And they were so damn cheap at Ross.
Oh really?
Ross used to have the hookup, dude.
Yeah.
Like $20 type
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Type
David
shit
had a
for
pair
real,
of
for real.
pink ones, a pair of fucking green ones.
Were they comfortable? Are they like comfortable? Yeah.
All right.
Comfortable. I mean, they're nothing compared to that, I'll tell you that.
Nah, dude. Walking on a cloud.
Yeah.
Walking on a
Fucking
cloud. I don't know why I don't know if I'll ever change. I don't know if I'll ever.
What size shoe are you?
11 and a half.
What are you, David?
I honestly oscillate between an 11 and a half and a 12.
Yeah.
Nice. How long have you guys been size 11 and a half for?
I think probably like I tapped out around like senior year of high school, freshman year.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've been rocking like an 11 for the past like 5 years. Just recently, I've switched to an 11 and a half.
Wow.
Wow.
But I didn't think that I thought your feet stopped fucking growing. So maybe I've just been wearing the wrong size shoe for like the past 5 years.
There's a very good chance about that.
Yeah.
'Cause my dad, I've had shoes up to like size 13 because my dad was always like, "You're gonna get bigger." And you're gonna
So you
grow.
just
in-
were prepared?
They really hurt. They were
Jesus.
so. I still have them in my old house. Like these. Also, they were basketball shoes, and
I've
can't-
seen those at Ross. The size 13 basketball
I
shoes.
looked-
Those are for fucking monsters.
dude, and I'm not I'm a beast, not a monster. You know.
Oh, shit.
And they're way like I don't know what to do with them. Also, I look like a clown in basketball shoes. There's something I will steal your guys' culture. I'll wear the Tiagos. I will do it because I'm like I can kind of pull that off. If I'm in Jordans, like what am I doing?
Culture vulture.
Culture vulture.
Yeah, I can't imagine myself rocking a pair of Jordans.
No, I want to. Like
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah, same.
Like I'm like those are cool.
Yeah, I'll see my friends in shoes and I'm like, fuck, those are so
No.
sick.
You
I
have
wish
to-
I could wear those.
You have to know your level of cool, and you have to touch the mountaintop of that. But don't go to another peak.
Yeah.
Don't go to Jordan Peak.
And here's the thing: is when people get famous, your coolness goes up a certain percentage, obviously, but there are people that overshoot their coolness.
You never become black. You know? It doesn't matter how good I am at this.
It's always what you want, but it
Yeah,
never happens.
No, I mean, dude, Chris D'Elia, when he fucking got the flame tattoos, when he started getting tatted at fucking 45, I was like, chill.
Yeah, was that post incident?
Allegations?
Pre or post?
I think it was right before. I mean, it was in the heat of them for sure.
That'd be hilarious post.
I know, yeah, just try and... No, what?
But
Oh, I forgot about that. I was just getting tattoos.
No, but, I mean, that'd be funny though. Like he gets accused and he's like, "This is my villain arc now. I'm gonna be an evil ass motherfucker."
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, "I'm going way harder." Just like on Twitter, like 13-year-olds DM me. My DMs are open.
Yeah, he gets those like fucking horns on your fucking head that they do. Have you ever seen those?
Yes, yeah, the fucking implants.
Yeah. You see those, Max?
Hilarious.
Just full devil. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I've been in Bushwick. That's terrifying.
Do people in Bushwick have those?
That's like they're like pushing it. But yeah, that's where they're
Splitting tongues.
they're splitting tongues, they're getting horns, they're getting
Splitting tongues, getting horns.
bagging groceries.
They got those futuristic Oakleys that we were talking about on.
Yeah, the eye.
If you have horns, you have
Jackets.
to have those.
It would be weird to have horns and be like self-conscious about your glasses. Do you think these
Or
look
like
good?
anything. To
Yeah,
be self-conscious about anything.
anything,
You're
yeah.
walking around with horns.
That's someone who goes, "I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me," and it's like, all right, well, I don't like you,
Yeah.
and I know you don't care, but
I'd rather not hang out with you.
yeah.
How much time are we at?
I mean, we're good. We're at an hour 5.
Oh.
So we'll probably cut the first 10 minutes or so. we started cooking. We started off a little slow, and we were really putting a lot of pressure on. We're like, "What's your deepest, darkest secret?"
What did your father hit you?
That pride question really fucked me up, dude. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know this, Max. I hate myself, dude.
I was. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't like that's a softball, but I was like, we gotta say something, and I did not. I was like, that threw him for more of a loop than I thought.
That fucked me up, dude.
I was like, I was just gonna be like, I really like my shins, and then you were like, oh god, me. What do I like about me? I'm a
Nothing.
good friend. Please don't hate me.
Just fully like, what are you proud of? And just Corbin's like, I don't know.
And then
nothing.
I was like, all right, pivot. Did your dad hit you?
Like, yes.
No, he just made the noises.
It's like,
No,
why do you think I smoke so
looked
much
at me-
weed, dude?
David gave me a look when I asked that father, and I was like, I mean, you gotta stop with the microphone because I feel like I gotta say something. They're not. We're still working on a rapport here.
I mean, it's funny, yeah, because we were sitting down and like, and we wanted to talk to you. We didn't want to make it too much of an interview, but it's funny when we slipped into the interview. It was just immediately, what are you proud of? Did your dad hate you?
Which is a great interview. Well, we got to figure out because this, obviously, first of all, thank you for holding the mic. You're doing the hard. But this is so terrifying because this is so not because I'm like, my turn to speak.
No, yeah,
I was watching that too. I didn't know when to talk because sometimes Dave would put it in Max's face, and I'd go, "I guess he's on."
Well, I just was doing it because I don't know when Max wants to talk. No. I know when I want to talk, so I'm just gonna leave it there in case he does, and I'll put it to me when I know I need to talk.
Right.
Good thinking.
Exactly.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
It just stays. I'm like, okay.
I didn't even think about it. I could have done.
That's true. We all just keep. I'm like, yo, you take
Switching
this
them
one.
Oh my god.
No, that'd be good. No, for tomorrow for Tim, what we got to do is we got to do the Raffy system where we have.
That's way easier. That's way easier.
You guys got another guest tomorrow?
Yeah, we do.
No, Friday,
Friday.
right?
Oh no, you're right. Friday.
Oh shit. Sorry.
You revealed what day we're on.
Oh yeah, that's spoiler.
All right. Corbin, do you want to say anything to I mean, you are one of the fans. Do you want to like be like, remember to get milk?
No.
I'll tell
I'm
you
good.
what. You listen to every episode. You're not going to listen to this one. It is hell listening to yourself.
I'll listen to this one. I will. You know what I will say? Chris Faria, you have been called out. You need to listen to this entire episode.
Yeah, bitch.
You need to watch it, not just listen to it.
Yeah, because there were some visual gags.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, tell him, Max.
Yeah.
Tell him we're sick of his shit.
We're sick. We're sick of that mess. Have a chorizo burrito on us. Well, no, but you know. God, I wish I can't do this. I can't do this. Thank you for listening.
All right, bye.